How did you start, and sort of what took you into particularly fast bowling?
Well, my story is a very unusual one because as a youngster growing up, I've always wanted to be a professional basketball player. You know, my father lives in the States most of his life, and then part of my family migrated to the States as well. So I was toying with the idea, because I love basketball. Cricket was never my first love. It was always basketball first and football second. And I figured if I can't make it as a basketballer, I must be an international footballer. And my mother, who's a cricket fanatic, always wanted a cricketer. She got 3 sons, and my older brother used to play cricket back in Antigua before he migrated. And since I was next in line, my mother kept bashing my ears. I got to play cricket. I want a cricketer. She can name all the names from the past, the 3 W's, Holland, Griffith, all these guys from Everest, And I was like, I remember as a young boy growing up, my room was next to hers, and got this small transistor radio, listening to cricket at some funny hours in the morning. It used to annoy me, because for me it was basketball and football. And I said, you know what, I'll try and be an obedient kid, for change. And I started playing cricket for Sweets. That's where I'm from, a little village in Antigua, in 1984. And then 1 year later, in 85, I was selected for Antigua national team. And a year later, I was selected for the Leeward Islands team. And then 2 years later, in 1988, I was in the West Indies team. So within 4 short years, my dream of being a basketball player, turned to international cricketer. So I have no regrets, because for me it was a privilege and an honor to represent the West Indies for 12 and a half years, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. So I guess my mother knew I had all this cricketing talent that I never knew I had. And so she was really the driving force behind me playing cricket. So I just want to say that, any damage I've done in the cricket field, I think they should blame my mother. She was the one who forced me into cricket.
I think there's a lot the West Indies are probably to be thankful for to your mother. How far did you get in basketball?
Well, I used to play on the local scene in Antigua, and then cricket sort of took over. So every spare time I got, I'm on the basketball court. And then before I knew it, I was a West Indies player. So all my dreams of going to the States had to squash that, because cricket took center stage now. And like I say, to represent West Indies was a great honor for me. So I sort of put the basketball aside and had a wonderful career in cricket. And I still play basketball, I still play football. Those are sports I love with a passion. Cricket, I don't play. I don't care to play cricket anymore. Maybe once a year, if I have a little masters thing, I'll just meet up with the old boys and chandler 1 or 2 overs. But outside of that, I don't play cricket.